All right, Joe. So this is the part of the show where we do
The
the
countdown.
behind the scenes
Ah, yeah.
banter talk,
Yeah.
the
Leading
full
in.
the full
Yeah.
countdown.
Yeah.
For those folks who might be tuning in, normally
Yeah.
we got the music going on, and
Hmm.
myself and Al are prepping, but they can hear some behind the scenes studio.
A little bit, yeah.
You know,
Before the countdown
the
starts.
studio magic, so to speak.
Yeah. Or not
What's
or not
going
or
on, gentlemen? What's going on, folks? What's going on, folks? It's Sunday. I'm very excited right now. I'm running on adrenaline. I got no sleep, but the nerves, man, they're still, folks. If you're tuning in with us, if you're live with us, the World Cup match just wrapped up, which is why we are starting at what time is it? 1 p.m. today. Shortly after 1, it just finished a few minutes ago. What a game! What a game! I'm trying to catch my breath, and we are here today with Mr. Joey Paquette from the Pink Buzz, baby. What's going on, my man? How you doing, brother?
not much. How's everyone doing out there in the chats or watching on the replay? Hope you're all having a great day, or the people catching us live, a great Sunday up to this point, because we're beginning the afternoon now here. So many of you probably have most of your day done already. Actually, you early risers out there. So just happy that you guys are tuning in with us. You're gonna share that Sunday afternoon talking comics and whatever else tickles our fancy.
Exactly, Joe. You said it best, my man. Folks, we're gonna keep it loosey goosey today. Probably the least structured show episode in the history of the show, man. It's been a packed weekend, like I said, man.
Well, you invited the right person to come for a show that's not structured, because that's what the Pink Buzz is all about, man. We go loosey goosey every Friday, so
Which is what I love about you guys. And you know what? I'd be remiss not to mention, and just because I see her in the chats. Yes, as you may have noticed, folks, the lovely Aldania is not with us today.
so you want to break the big news, or should I?
My man, you know what?
Uh,
I mean, listen,
Elle,
I'm not gonna put her business on blast, but
you
but
know, Sergio and Elle had a falling out, and guess what? I'm the new co-host.
folks, that's it. You know
That's
what?
it. It's the changing of the guard, man.
It's the changing of the guard.
Just the way it goes.
Provided. It's been teased
Sir,
for quite some time.
Serge did Elle dirty. Didn't even tell her. He just let's just tell her live on the show.
She doesn't even. She knows now. She's finding out.
Yeah, she'll find out through the grapevine. You know how these. What is it in Office Space? It'll just work itself out. Where the guy's not getting his pay, and he's like, it'll work itself out.
What broke the what was it? What's the saying goes? The straw that broke the camel's
back. Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now. It's the moment she put Two Graves in her top books of the year. I lost all respect. I couldn't take it no more. I said, stop it. This is too far shenanigans. I said I can't do this, Al. The show's losing credibility when you put a book like that. We're respected, or I'd like to think so.
No. But just in case people don't get the tone, that was a joke, everyone. Just before people panic and start setting things on fire, it was a joke. I was just kidding. Al had some family matters to take care of over the weekend. Yeah. So she'll be back. Don't worry, folks.
No, folks. Elle needs a break every once in a while. She got some, life. Life gets in the way, but she'll be back. She'll be back next week. Looking forward to that.
Anyway,
I was just
hopefully
up and I put her on timeout.
Yeah, hopefully she'll enjoy the break and come back stronger, refreshed.
That's it.
Because she's up early doing the show. She's out west, right? 3 hours, man. That's like what she's. You guys go on at 11, so
8 a.m. for her, and
yeah, 8.
To her credit, she's done the show for over a year now, Joe, and she hasn't taken
without a break.
without
You've
one
taken,
Sunday off. I've taken a couple.
you've taken weekends off. She
Yeah.
hasn't. So yeah,
So
kudos. That's props right there.
credit
Big
to
prop.
her. Credits to
Yeah.
her. Let's just want to give a shout out to the community who's in here.
Yep.
I know different time. We got Elwood Hemingway in the house, baby. Didn't realize today's episode was postponed. I'll be in a boat. You know, the good old Canadian accent there. I love it. Have fun, y'all. Thank you so much, Elwood. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday, man. We got Phil Noir in the house. Watch.
Yeah.
This match was bananas. Hello, nerds. Hey, Sergio and Joey. Yes, folks. What a game. What a game. I was telling Joey, I promise you, you're going to see the discourse. This game is going down as one of the all-time best cup finals. It was that good. It was crazy. I'll talk about it in a little bit. She's loving the studio magic. You know, the behind-the-scenes stuff, man. Shout out Cookie Monster. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much. What a morning indeed. Hey, shout out to Bleecker Street Comics, fellow Canuck, fellow Canadian. Had fun with you on the live with the Pinkings, Pinkings boys, the channel over there. Gonna get into that a little later on. We did a Secret Santa with some other Canadians, man, and all Canadian Secret Santa, a whole lot of fun, man. And I'm going to show you some of the books, Joe, like weird, really indie underground stuff that I wasn't really familiar with a lot of it, but I feel like right up your alley. Who else we got in here? Yes, Cookie Monster Green. That was an amazing
Juan. Who else did I see pop up?
Yeah. There he is. Juanito. What's going on, my man? What's going on? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me know. Are you going longboarding?
Longboarding, yeah. Digging all his longboard videos, man.
Which folks, by the way, check out Juan on the social. He's one of the most genuine. He's a gem. He's a good people's man over there. Amanda W, all the way from BC. Hey, let me ask you, West Coast people. Is this time a little easier for you guys, man? I know it'll be easier for Elle, but yeah, you know, I always wonder, man, how many folks on the West Coast are we missing on? Because I know it's early. Who wants to get up at 8 on a Sunday?
You have a hard time getting up for 11.
Hey,
sometimes you have a hard time getting up for 11 Eastern.
To be honest, buddy, honestly, man, you're telling me. Joe loves comics.
Today you're good,
man. 6 p.m. for me. Can't stay, but hope you have a great show. Hey, thank you, bud. Thank you, man. Yeah,
so you look in good shape today. You don't have the hood with the you don't have the Unabomber look going. So
it's adrenaline today. A couple hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So, Joe, what's going on, man? Hey, why don't you, for those folks who are watching in a replay, or who are watching silently, who are new to the show, why don't you let everybody know where you're from, what you guys are doing over at the Pink Buzz channel? Because you guys are doing some cool stuff over there, man.
Well, Pink Buzz, we usually go on Fridays. We cover mostly indie stuff, but we're not. If anyone has any Big Two stuff, Johnny would like to incorporate more Big Two stuff, but neither one of us pull any Big Two stuff on the regular each week. So we cover mostly indie stuff, and Johnny's a big trade weight guy.
Okay.
So we cover a lot of the books, not mainly weekly. I'll cover stuff weekly, but he'll cover mostly trade waiting, so like months after. So it's mainly all indie stuff. We're doing a music episode once a month. We do cover like our favorite music and vinyls and stuff, because Fulci buys a lot of records and vinyls. So we do that once a month. Then we do like another sub show that's called Pink Spots, where we just pick a creator or a specific book and just do a deep dive, a really in-depth deep dive on either creators or books. Then we have Buzz Bites, which is just a shorter form episode that runs like for half an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, where we cover shows or movies. And then if any of you tuned in Friday, we did our Naughty and Nice as our final, kind of our end of year, where we picked our favorite stuff over the year of everything, like throughout all the different shows we do. So that's pretty much it, man. Like we just love comics. We love the indie stuff, and We cover some Kickstarter stuff too, because Johnny was going crazy on the Kickstarters. So
Mhm.
we a good range. And coming back from holidays, we're gonna have our 50th episode.
Hey,
So we're
congrats,
probably
man.
gonna invite a bunch of people on, and we're gonna take clips, our favorite clips from all the different shows. We're gonna ask people that we know listen to us what their favorite moments were, and we'll cut those clips out and we'll share them on our 50th. Have some people on, have a good time.
So that'll be in the
Uh,
new year?
that'll be in the middle of January. So
Okay.
we're coming back, our first episode back. Now we're going to be on break for the holidays. So January 6th, we're back with our monthly music episode. Then we have episode 49. Then so like the third week of January will be our 50th episode. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
have a good time. We'll invite some people that listen who want to come on. We'll invite them on. Maybe some creators that we're friends with. We'll hop on too and just have a good time. Yeah.
Looking forward to that, man. 50 episodes. Congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus because Johnny got sick for a little while there. He was had to take care of himself, but he's back stronger, better than ever.
Yep.
And we've been having a really good time, man. It's been fun. We've had Cookie on, we've had you on,
Yep.
Elle's been on. Had a few people on, and always have a good time.
It is a good time, man. Yeah, I encourage everybody who hasn't already checked out the Pink Buzz, check them out, man. And you mentioned the this past Friday's episode. We did the Naughty and Nice. I was there, had a whole lot of fun. Shit, man. It was a 4-hour stream.
Yeah.
We
Well,
on some of those things.
Yeah, see, last year it's hard to gauge it because last year Fulci had to back out because he got he caught the flu or whatever, so he had to back out. So we're just 3 of us last year.
Yeah.
So it's hard to gauge, and I think next year what we'll do is we'll break it down by category, and instead of doing each person's picks, we'll just do the top picks, and I'll just show like whatever picks, and I'll put the Naughty or Nice stamps. Everyone's on the one pick, so we can have like a discussion about that one book just then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of because a lot of the picks came back and we rediscussed the same topic a couple times, like a book or creator. True. So I found it maybe a little redundant, and we could cut down on the time. So if we do it that way, we could. It was fun. It was really fun.
Like 4 hours, honestly, man.
Well, after 2.5 hours, when I had to take a piss, it started feeling like forever. That's another thing I gotta do. I gotta learn to drink less water when I do these podcasts.
Or just cut. I don't know how you do that. I must have. Because we were getting.
I feel bad. I feel bad. Like I'm the co-host, and if I get up in the middle and just and trust me, after when we left, when we were off air, that whole time I was gone, I was literally peeing that whole time.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it was nonstop. I was like, holy shit.
I'm gonna have some fun. I was commenting in the chat. I'm not gonna throw a single one of her. I got all the control and all the power.
But you laugh. That I was like, I had no more water because I drank all my water. I was like, seriously gonna maybe just pee in the bottle.
Yeah.
I was thinking of it. I was like, put mute and just pee in, and I was like, what if I fill it? Then you get that Dumb and Dumber scenario in the van, oh no, it's almost full. And then yeah, no. I didn't want to chance it.
I used to have a thing too about I don't want to leave in the middle of a stream. And there was one episode. I don't remember the exact one, a while back though. And I'm telling you, I was cramping. I thought I was gonna burst, and I had an empty water bottle, and I debated. I said I might have to pull a Dumb and Dumber, man, and just and somehow I held it. I held my own, but as soon as the show cut, I was I almost didn't make it, man. But now I'm I don't care. I gotta go. I turn the camera off, and then
I think like Johnny said, well, whatever, just let me know in the private chat.
Like I said, now I just leave every episode. And she spoke to me about this the other day. She's like, why you always leave when I talk? I'm like, that's my chance to go and take it. I'm like, what do you want? I gotta use the washroom. I don't know what you want from me.
See, it's easier when we're 3. Let's say when there's 3 of us, let's say when Goose used to be on all the time, I would. Because you had two we're 3 co-hosts, right? So then I don't feel as bad, right? Because
and it's weird too because Johnny's the only one. I mean, you're the only one on camera, right? So
so it's I kind of.
So me,
Johnny's don't feel bad.
We're kind of there. We're on the same level, we're the we're the on faces and And then, well, at least in the case of here, we got one slacker who doesn't like to come on camera. And
Well, you know, some people aren't comfortable.
Johnny's excused, though.
Yeah.
I understand. You know,
Yeah.
he's got the stuff going on. But
Yeah.
no, great show, folks. Check out the Pink Buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we said today, folks, man, listen, we're gonna keep it loosey goosey. I think I mean, why don't we get into a little? Oh, you know what? Let's do the copper drop.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
Copper drop, folks. Last week, you guys voted for A Vicious Circle. This is the new joint from Boom Studios. Now, full transparency, I wasn't able to get to my shop this week, so I was gonna pick this one up on Comixology. And then I saw the price.
Yeah.
I thought the price was almost $14. They were trying to,
but it is a 90-page book, right? That first one, isn't it 90 pages? So
it's
not like a it's not a normal like 28 pager. So
no.
Yeah.
But I've got actually multiple copies pulled
coming
physically.
Yeah.
So I know I'm already I'm committed, you know, for the physical. So guy, I said I apologize. I said I'm not shelling out another $14 for a digital when I have the physical waiting for me. So unfortunately, I could not get to reading Bad Boy, but Joey came through.
Yeah. I went and paid the $13 on Kindle. So
okay, so my man hit us with A Vicious Circle. So this is written from Mattson Tomlin.
Yeah,
art is the great Lee Bermejo, who we don't on interiors, great cover artist.
People probably know him mainly from his covers because he does tons of stuff for the Batman covers, tons of Batman stuff. Like he must be sick of drawing Batman by this point in his career.
Yeah. He does some great stuff, and then lettered by Becca Carey. So Joey, what are your thoughts on this bad boy?
Man, I gotta say, it is a beautiful book. First off, like, don't think that because he's doing interiors, the quality of his work will be less. Like the quality won't lessen. I mean, it is spot on. Elle dropping the ball already. It's spot on, and even I'd say the first section is done in black and white, right? The first part of the book, and you get the speech bubbles, right? And I feel like it's almost sacrilege to have those speech bubbles in the panels with his art. That's how good it is. It almost feels like it's a slap in the face to his work because it feels almost out of place because the book is like so tight, so nice. Like, like they do a close up of the eye in I think the first page, and man, some of these drawings he does for the panels look like pictures almost. They look like photographs. Like it's amazing, his black and white stuff. Then when he switches, like, because the story is he's like a time traveler. He travels time with this other guy, and they're chasing each other to try to prevent. They don't go into the full details yet, but the other guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but anyway, there's two guys that chase each other. It's kind of like an 80s sci-fi, you know, like chase them, like cat and mouse type thing, like a classic cat and mouse chasing each other. It's got the sci-fi, like almost kind of,
if you can, kind of vibes.
Yeah, like kind of like Demolition Man. You know, you got the two guys they're squaring off, like it's a total duel. Like the two guys square off and they're chasing each other, but they're chasing each other through these periods of time. And the way it works, they change periods is when they assassinate someone. When they kill someone, they jump periods. So they go into another time and they don't know where they're going. It's like random. So in the beginning, he has the antagonist locked up in his basement. And then he gets loose, and that's when the story takes off. So he's chasing him, and the antagonist is going around and killing people, so they keep jumping periods. And each time they jump periods, the art style changes to kind of match the vibe of that period. Like, let's say if there's a certain art style that was popular in that period, he'll use that kind of art style to mirror that period. Like I don't know if it's a spoiler, but you guys had mentioned it before. Like, like when they go back in prehistoric times, they even jump into that period. And the art style he uses is similar to, I don't know if when you were a kid, when I was a kid, I'd go to the library at school and take out all the fucking dinosaur books, right? And he uses that same style, the way they draw dinosaurs in those books.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he'd use that style, right? It's really cool the way he does. And I don't know how long he had to work on this,
I mean,
but
oh, I
the
see.
amount of
Even there, you can see the different styles there, eh?
yeah, this he goes into the future or his present. I'm not sure. They don't really specify exactly. He says it's not my time, but it's close to his time. So you know he's from the future.
That is
And
gorgeous,
it
man.
goes with like these neons and really bright colors. It's beautiful book. And like I said,
Wow.
I don't know how long he had to work on this, but the interiors are just as good as any of his covers. So I don't know. Like
You
I
know
could
what
just
makes this particular style here very impressive, Joe, is it's a departure from his normal.
his
He's got a very distinctive look and
yeah.
style, and he switches it up enormously here, but you can see the elements that it's still his. You know what I mean? Like with the shading, with the lighting, you know,
Yeah.
the shadowing,
It's
that kind
got
of
a
stuff.
little bit of that neon that's really popular a little bit too
Hmm.
with the coloring. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
look.
And there's this one page where he breaks the panels down where it gets really hectic where like they're chasing each other and they show the assassinations and each panel is a different period and he changes the style for each panel, which is super cool. Like I'm sure he had tons of fun with this book.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can see even here, like here, you see the black and white is one style. Are you guys
Yeah.
seeing it?
Yeah,
And
he
then
goes that's back to like because it starts out he's kind of sick of the cat and mouse game.
mm-hmm.
So he ends up capturing the antagonist in the beginning. He has him locked up. Like in the previews, you could see it. If you go on Kindle or whatever, it's in the previews. So it's the first 5 pages, I think, and you see he's got him locked in the basement.
So I wasn't
And
able to read that
yeah,
free preview of the first 4 pages or whatever it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
So he has him locked in the basement, so he doesn't time jump anymore. Then he meets a
yeah.
woman, has a kid. Like he had like living a life that's like he's sick of like he wants to settle down. He's getting older, right? And so that's how the story starts. But then the antagonist guy, the one who plays, you don't know if he's really a villain right now.
Yeah.
They play him off as he is, but and he's got a cool design. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Luther Strode, the Trad Moore book. The guy, he's got bandages all in his face with a like scruffy hair. Well, he has that kind
Okay.
of look to him. He's got like
Okay.
bandages in his face and stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the scraggly hair, so he definitely has that Luther Strode look to him. The antagonist, the bad guy, or yeah, it's pretty cool. Uh,
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
didn't
bro.
put it on my poll.
Mm-hmm.
I passed on this,
Mm-hmm.
but anyone who likes that 80s sci-fi like cat and mouse, good guy, straight up good guy versus bad guy, kind
Mm-hmm.
of like a classic Stallone or Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s with a big sci-fi twist, like this is definitely up your alley. Beautiful book. If you're like don't worry about the book itself. The quality of the art is outstanding, fantastic.
Yeah.
So anyone who's into that, like action sci-fi, pick this up. You won't be disappointed.
So it's a cop for you then, it sounds like.
It not for me personally, but for someone
Oh,
who's into that, it's definitely a cop. This would be more of a. I'll wait because I know he's a big name, and my new philosophy now is big names. I just get the hardcover editions when they come out. So I'll pick this up as a hardcover. But I mean, you people who like the weekly thing, that like your monthly warriors, there, whatever you call them, weekly warriors. This is
mm-hmm.
definitely something to pick up if you're into sci-fi. And
Mm.
if you're a fan of Lee's, I mean, the quality does not suffer at all. Like it is there from page one, first panel to last panel. The quality does not waver at all. So you won't be disappointed with the quality of his work. You won't be like, I loved him, but now I see when he's under a tight deadline. Like, no,
Yeah.
dude knocked it out of the park. Like,
I can't wait to read it. Yeah,
yeah,
I tried to get to the shop this week, just kind of ran out of time.
mm,
But it looks tremendous, man.
mm.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, and
Okay.
even like some of the panels even goes like in history books, like kind of Renaissance drawings, like Leonardo style. Like there's a few panels in there when they're skipping periods where you get
Yeah.
those old like sketchbook drawings, like from Leonardo, Michelangelo. Even has that little bit of a style to it. Like he touches
Really?
on everything. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
sure he had a blast doing this.
Oh yeah, like I said, and you know what, Joe? I was tempted, man. I was tempted. Like I said, I got a couple physical copies waiting, so that they're like almost
Yeah.
14 each. So that's like $30 right there for, you know. So I said, do I want to shell out another, for the
Hmm.
digital, and I wanted to read for the show so I can review you, but I couldn't
But
pull the trigger, man. But
fans of Lee Bermejo,
yeah.
man, you will not. It's a treat. If you're a fan of his, this is going to be a real treat for you.
I've heard
Definitely.
some really good, discourse online about it. So
Yeah.
folks seem to be digging it.
Yeah.
Shout out Figure Drawing. What's going on, my main man Fabian? Yes, we were saying at the top that Bermejo, he's known for his crazy ass
Yeah.
Batman covers, his
Yeah.
DC covers,
Yeah.
right? So
It's a must have for any
right.
Bermejo fan for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What else did you read this week, buddy? So
Uh
like I said, I wasn't able to read it, folks, because uh
yeah, I
uh
could do a quick just because, like I said, I only go to the shop maybe every couple of weeks, every 3 weeks now that I cut my pole down.
because
Because my
the shop is like what, a good 45 minutes from you. You were telling me.
Yeah, at least 45. If there's no traffic, I could do it in maybe 45, 50 minutes. With traffic, I'm looking at an hour. Easy.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been picking up pink lemonade. Yeah, pink
Yeah,
lemonade. It's kind of got a Madman vibe to it, which is cool. It's a nice palette cleanser. From reading like other gritty things, this is like a fun little comic. Pretty. The main character, Pink Lemonade, kind of gives off that Madman vibe, big time. Like she's
Oh.
innocent, kind of not. I wouldn't say clueless, but there's an innocence to her that's really cool. It's a amazing palette cleanser.
Mhm.
I picked this up. We're gonna be talking about a Sumerian book, and this has like a 10 degrees of separation or 6 degrees of separation. This is Ninja Funk.
Mm.
It's a sci-fi book that's music oriented. All the characters, uh, it's all like got a music slant to the story and plot where they have to find the perfect frequency to restore balance to the universe. So they go on these adventures to try to find the perfect frequency, the megahertz that'll bring balance to the universe. And one of the main guys is called Bad Music, and he wants to control the world. And as you
Hey
can
Joey,
see,
is that not a that's a
whatnot,
Whatnot exclusive,
whatnot,
yeah?
yeah, whatnot. And there's a barcode on the inside of that first page. You scan that, and it brings you to a link that they made music just for the comic. So
Mm.
there's like soundtracks and music, kind of like what We Live did. Same idea. You scan the barcode, it will bring you. You could go listen to some music. And I got this solely for one creator that's on it is Alex Regal. He did the variant covers for
Darling.
Darling. Yeah, he does.
Yes.
He does the interiors of this, and he also
Really?
did some Scumbag. He
So
did some
how did you get that, Joey? Did you have to order like through Whatnot? Because I
no
don't have
through the
any.
comic shop, just straight up. It's in the solicits in the previews.
Oh shit.
So this
I'm
there's a.
go ahead, I'm
I'll
picking
give
it up.
you just a quick history.
Yeah.
Whatnot, I believe, used to be Happy Tank, which was an imprint on Behemoth, which is now Sumerian, that got bought out by Behemoth because it's Kevin Robitelli who started this. And Whatnot before, I think, used to be an online comic provider. But
Yeah.
now, just recently, they got into publishing comics. So they don't only just sell comics, they're publishing them. And just recently, within this month, Heavy Metal Magazine signed a deal with Whatnot to publish Heavy Metal Magazine. So
Listen,
now they
this
got
guy,
Heavy Metal on. Yeah.
Kevin, like mad respect, because yeah, he had the Happy Tank Behemoth imprint, like you said, Joe,
Mhm.
which did fairly well for itself in a shorter period of time.
Mm.
And then I saw his name attached to Whatnot. I didn't know in what capacity,
Yeah.
but Whatnot has absolutely blown up. It
Yeah.
came onto the scene only a couple years ago at the onset of the pandemic as
Yeah.
a as a as a
Uh,
app, an online place for comic
to
people
buy.
to
Yeah.
sell
Purchase.
and
Yeah.
buy, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And now they're getting on the publishing side, and I big buzz, man.
Yeah. I put
So
on my poll.
smart guy, clearly.
I have Quested, which is another one of their books. It's kind of like a cartoony, violent fantasy book, which is probably similar in the same vein as, let's say, what's that Scotty Young book there, Fairy Tales?
I hate Fairyland.
Yeah, it's gonna have that similar, like it's cartoony, but it's super violent. Then I put just recently. There's Liquid. What's it? The creative team that did it. It eats what feeds it, or it feeds what. What's that team? That creative team that did that book?
Aaron Crow.
Yeah, that's it.
From Scout.
Yeah,
Aaron Crow.
They have a title coming out on Whatnot that's coming out in February, I believe. And I put that on my poll. I can't remember the exact title of it, but
he's been teasing his new project for a while. I didn't realize
it looked sick. It looked sick, man. It's got like that Ghost in a Shell vibes to it.
Yeah.
Very like anime, sci-fi. It looks really fucking good, man.
Hold that, or just stop for a second. I got my copy of It Eats What Feeds It. Very
Feeds
close.
It? Yeah. I'll keep talking to the people, man. You guys covered this one on the show too. Specs #1. I finally got to it. I got around to the shop, so I bought that. Yeah, he's going to pee. Yeah, for sure, Elle. I can't put up the pose, but Elle just said he's gone to pee, so probably. Love the cover. I love the They Live homage to the They Live movie. So Specs, not bad. It was okay. Definitely have to read the next few issues to see where that's going to see. Same thing with like Ninja Funk that I was talking about before. This book, they get right into the action. They don't really give you much context. So I think this book is going to be one, like, you can't judge it from the first issue. You're going to have to, like, maybe read 3 issues in to get the gist of what's going on, you know?
But so I'm gonna, like, as soon as the show's over, I gotta order in a couple.
Some Whatnot, yeah.
That Ninja Funk, and pre-order the new Aaron. So, folks, here's the book Joey was mentioning. Where's mine? Feeds It. It's only a 3-issue mini, but really, I think this dropped now almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while now.
Yeah, and really an underrated series. You can see kind of like minimalist style art, but the definition of atmospheric, it's about this young man. He answers a classified ad for like a housekeeper, and this is set in like the Louisiana bayou, and you can see like the fog, and the color palette just really lends itself wonderfully to this book. Folks, check it out if you have the opportunity. It's available in trade. It's only 3 issues. You guys are gonna dig it, man.
What did that come out on Scout?
Scout.
Yeah.
Scout, yeah.
There, I found it, man. It's Liquid Kill is what it's called.
Here, let me throw that up there.
Yeah, Liquid Kill. That's gonna be the
and Tony and Fancy's doing the A covers, eh?
Yeah, that's another thing I want to mention.
Yeah.
All you guys that are fans of variant covers, Whatnot does, like, they've had at least 6 variants for each issue. So that's here crazy. You have a solid Metal Gear Solid for all you gamer fans. There's a variant for that done by Rob Cannon. The one that I want to get is the J cover done by Shintaro Kago.
Oh, he's doing one, eh?
Oh, he's doing one, and it's beautiful, man. It's a really nice cover. Kim Jung-ji is doing one.
Do they preview the Shintaro there in the thing?
Yeah, they got it here. Here's some of the variants right there. Yeah.
That Shintaro, I'm guessing, is the one on the bottom right there, yeah?
Right there. That's
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, those are, like, there's 6 or 7 variants for each one. Like, they've been getting into these video game variants covers. Yeah, like Quested has a Zelda one with the sword and stuff, like the old classic NES, the gold cartridge. There, they have a variant cover like that.
Eh?
Yeah, they have fun with their variants. Like, it's pretty fun. It's good stuff.
Joey, you're getting some compliments there from the live chats there.
I'll show you.
You pronounce Bermejo well. Do you speak Spanish, or is that just a front?
I'm French, so I speak French, so I got a little bit of that Latin.
And JP, Joe has a powerful tongue because hitting those R's is tough.
Have a powerful what?
A powerful tongue. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you want to speak more European, like some Spanish people have that kind of lisp when they pronounce. You gotta then kind of more what my ex studied languages. Yeah. Like
accent from Spain or
Spain, Portugal, like Portuguese, but I mean they talk with that on the tip of the tongue when they talk, like yeah. So you can kind of tell where people are from just by like those little things like that.
Yeah,
but
man.
my ex studied in languages, so I know all these little little things. Yeah. Okay. She speaks like she spoke Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, French, English.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're taking it to save this. I figured you would take that conversation. You're working out that tongue, esa lengua, man.
Yeah, you gotta work PG. It out once in a while.
It's PG. It's PG today.
So yeah, I'll show the other variants too. Here, I found the page.
Yeah,
that's the other page with the variants right here with the Metal Gear Solid and yeah. So yeah, like I mean, with the main cover, and you have 6 variants, so there's 7 variants total.
Yeah. I like the. I'm a fan of the Tony Infante. I love his
style, like the anime style, like
covers
they're clean.
We only find them when they're dead are some of the most beautiful.
Yeah, he does some nice covers. Yeah,
crazy. Actually, Film Noir, who's in the chat, I got those on the. I'll be shipping those out to you shortly. Yeah. Great book, great covers. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah. So you're putting me on to like, okay.
Yeah, Whatnot, man.
Joints I'm looking
they just started. Their first books just released. Like I think Ninja Funk was one of their. Then they have a couple like more like Rick and Morty style cartoony books too that came out at the same time. This is like a launch title. So that came out last month. So they just started, November. They just started putting their books out. Their first releases were in November.
Yeah, very recently.
So it's early. Like, jump on now, man. You can get all their first wave of books. They're just hitting comic shops now, and I haven't been seeing too many people post or talk about it. So you probably have a lot of luck if you go to your shop and still be able to find those number ones and everything before they start heating up and people start talking about them. And one other thing I caught up on that I didn't talk about on Friday was. Heart's Eye or Heart Eyes.
Heart Eyes. Yeah.
This is
comics. Dope.
This is pretty good. You guys have been talking about this one for a bit too, and I had that on my pull, but I never got around to reading it.
Okay.
And then the first one I was going to read it, and I was like, you don't rush, right? So I was like, okay. So I didn't read the first one, and then after she read issue 3, she's like, yeah, maybe you should start reading that now. It's pretty fucking good. So I was like, all right, I'll jump on it then. So from 1 month to the next, Elle was like, not the best first issue. You can wait. You're not missing anything. To issue 2 and 3, and she's like, yeah, get on that. So I was like, all right, I'll get on that. And I like it. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Vault rarely misses. So
yeah, it's good. It's good. I enjoy, like, it's got that weird, like, you don't, like, it's ambiguous. Is the main character, is she a protagonist or an antagonist, or is she both? Like they're playing on that, like now you're getting that vibe in the story where she's like, one of those people that steal other people's babies to have a baby vibe.
Oh, okay.
Like not necessarily a bad person, but overprotect. Like I could do a better job of protecting these kids than you. And she goes about it in an innocent way where I don't know if she realizes she's doing something wrong or bad because she's been isolated her whole life. So her social she, like, how do you say that? Socially, she's not.
She's socially awkward.
She's incompetent, awkward. Yeah, she's socially awkward or incompetent. Okay. Like she doesn't know how to socially interact with people properly. What, like, boundaries? She doesn't understand boundaries. She doesn't understand social cues. It's really interesting. But the problem with this girl is she can control these creatures, right? These like Lovecraftian creatures that come out. And it's fun. I can't wait for the rest. It's gonna it's really fun. And dude, man, that guy, I'm not a titty guy, but the way the artist draws that girl, she's got big honkers, man. It's crazy.
Oh, really? The main character?
Yeah. But big.
I don't understand. I've been reading this, and she hasn't mentioned that one time. Like, that's all you have to tell me. Now I'm gonna check it out. Come on. Yeah.
But, like, and she's got that not the skinny with big boobs, like a real woman, like
Okay. Curves.
full figured girl
Oh,
with like,
okay.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's nice change of pace, not this like non-childbearing hips with the big honkers. It's a nice, well proportioned, a true kind of looking female proportioned body. And it's
Okay.
fun. It's really good. It's yeah, man.
And Cookie's agreeing with you there. She's saying innocent but going about things the wrong way. Love it.
Yeah.
It sounds
So
interesting. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. I haven't checked. That's one I
If
haven't.
you haven't read it, like, go check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't pull punches, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're reading it and you think, oh, okay, this, and nope. It's kind of like what We Live did in the beginning. Like, you think, oh, this character, then all of a sudden, no, man, they're not part of the big picture, man. They're
Really,
gone.
eh?
Yeah, they build it so you're like, oh, this is fun. He's helping her, and then like, not gone. So you're like, no one's off limits to get the axe. So you don't know from issue to issue who's gonna survive, who's gonna die. It's good. It's fun. Yeah.
I like that. So high stakes, like
Yeah, high
nobody's
stakes,
off the board
definitely.
type
Yeah.
of stuff. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into that, man. I don't know. Yo, every week it makes Elle's top, and not once has she mentioned, boobies or titties and tentacles. Nothing. I don't understand. And
Yeah.
then Joe is on here for 5 minutes, and he's already sold me on the book. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, man. And
Sometimes
there's
you
definitely
don't understand.
like there's a scene where you see how awkward she is, not just socially, but like Q's like anyway. It leads into the story that the catalyst for the apocalypse, right? And they go into
Yeah.
the backstory of what led to this, and it definitely feeds into that, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna check it out.
Like and how like someone who like you can turn on you in a second once there's a boy involved, like, oh yeah. It's yeah, it's good. It's good. They play on it like, yeah. So you don't know. It's got a slight Akira vibes too because of the monsters like taking over the city. Like in Akira when he becomes that thing and it just swallows everything. It's got a little bit of that kind of vibe to it too, and yeah, it's fun. Very good book.
Okay, we're done with the hard eyes discussion there, JP. You can take us off mute. It's okay. I'm giving him the thumbs up. You can come back in. Come back in. You're good to go. JP, he kills me, buddy. So Dark Beach, the Dark Beach trade dropped this week. The trade paperback came out this past Wednesday. This one is from Sumerian Comics, formerly Behemoth Comics. They got bought out by that
the record label
company. Record label. So this is from where's my banner there? There we go. This one's written from Michael Ruiz Unger, on art Sebastian Perez. Another artist is Gonzalo Ruggieri. Colors Ray Jones. A couple letters on this one, Lauren Norby. And Micah Myers, who was on the show a couple weeks back, the letter from It's Only Teenage Wasteland. It was cool to see his name on there. Dark Beach. This one is an interesting one. Where are my notes, man? There we go. A dark, mysterious sci-fi set in like 300 years, like 350 years plus in the future. Super interesting premise on this one. Very unique stuff. So let me try to explain it as best we can. Basically, we're living on an Earth that's been pushed out of its natural orbit. It's been pushed out into the outer solar system because humanity, we're told, that the sun became harmful, like too strong, too powerful.
Will scorch the earth, basically.
Will scorch the earth kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they the scientists, they push the earth out of orbit to be out of reach of the harmful rays of the sun. And the book, it opens up with the main character's name is Gordo. He's a crime scene photographer who stumbles upon a murder. This murder kind of opens up an Alice in Wonderland type. He goes down the rabbit hole of this mystery and what is going on, like, you know, is the were these guys told the truth about the sun, you know, and kind of goes off from there. But it's definitely infused with some noir elements.
Noir, yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
issue 1 was a fantastic debut issue for me, Joey. I got a little bit of what's that film? Is it called Dark City? That
Oh
80s
yes,
with
yeah. Where
Kiefer
the Kiefer Sutherland and
Sutherland?
yeah, where the city's changing all the
Right.
time. Yeah, with
So,
those weird telepathic bald dudes there, the
yes, the
creepy guys.
evolved
Yeah, yeah.
humans.
I love that movie, man. That's a great movie.
Underrated noir flick, but yeah, very, especially particularly with issue 1, you know, really that dark
Yeah,
element to it, noir infused, and the great, so the cool little twist on this is, so because they're now out in the cold depths of space, humanity is kind of, they're forced to live in these domes
domes. Yeah,
to protect themselves from the elements of like, you know, harsh space
yeah.
conditions, right?
The extreme cold of space. Yeah.
Yeah. So really interesting stuff, folks. Joe, what did you think about this one, my man?
It's like you said, it definitely leans heavier on the noir than the sci-fi. It's
Mhm.
like a noir story with a underlying sci-fi story, because, like you said, this guy, the murder is the catalyst of the story, which is the foundation of any noir story. Is there's a murder, and that's what drives the story, is to either find the murderer and everything, and that drives the entire story. And there's definitely little uh, like reveals, like about Gordo and his connection to these, because like you said, the Earth got pushed from the sun because they're saying it was scorching the sun and it would burn humanity alive.
Mhm.
So they find a way to get Earth out of the sun's orbit, but then it creates, like you said, this cult of, what are they called? The freaks. What
The
were they?
Sun Freak.
The sun freaks,
The Sun Freak. Yeah.
where they believe they're like a conspiracy theorist type of group, where they think the government's lying to them and there's more to the story.
Yeah.
And one of the people that got murdered is part of that cult of the sun
Mhm.
freak. And that's where Godo, like you said, goes down the rabbit hole, and that's what's the catalyst for this entire story. So he starts, so it's conspiracy theorists versus the, like, big corporate or government. Like, corporate and government are almost the same thing in this story, about the secrets, the lies, the cover-ups, and all that, and it's a big web to weave. And it's a very interesting story. It's
Really
not,
is.
it isn't very action driven. So if you're looking for an action packed book, this isn't it.
Yeah.
It has the sci-fi element where you're dealing with celestial beings and stuff like that as well, like part of the mythos of it.
Oh, I didn't even want to get into that because I was gonna say there's definitely, this book keeps you on your toes in terms of, you know, as you're reading issue by issue, like there's the different layers of the mystery
Yeah,
are unraveling, and then there is that.
that mythos of, like, what's the bigger picture? Is there, because it's like, is it gods? Is it this? Like, it digs into, like your belief systems, right? What do you believe in?
Yeah.
And what is this? What is, like, you question everything, and so it kind of comes into the mythos of, or the story or the plot of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like anything, you have some good stories, like the two sisters, their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it definitely explains and builds off the characters, and they give you a lot of background, so it doesn't leave you guessing a lot. Like, they do explain a lot of it, so if you have a question, they often usually answer it within the story with a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I loved about this book is Sebastian Perez.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I've been following him on, like, Twitter since I got on Twitter, and
Okay.
he posts a lot of stuff. So when I saw he was on the interiors, I was really excited to see what
Yeah.
his interiors would be like. And the one thing that impressed me the most are the flashback he changes up the style, and I love that style from the flashbacks. That kind of quick watercolor, loose, beautiful stuff. I love those pages.
It really is great. I think I got some, but to credit, I'm fairly certain that it's not Sebastian Perez on these flashbacks. That would be Gonzalo.
You think it's a different artist that does the flashbacks?
I think so, because there was the splash page with the same art style that had Gonzalo's signature on it.
You think maybe he just did the colors and Sebastian did the line work, or?
You know what? That's a good question. We gotta hit him up, because I thought it was Gonzalo on the pencils on this. So this is the flashback scenes, folks.
Yeah.
And
like each issue ends with a flashback scene that explains kind of how the Earth got to where it is. So you read that story, then they give you a little flashback that kind of puts into context like Gordo's investigating things, and they have this little flashback scene that kind of helps put it into context of all these little clues he's finding. So it's an interesting way to tell the story.
It really is, and it's one of the good examples of how a change in artist is done well, and how a change in art style, it's not jarring at all. It really it's complementary to the book and to the tone and to the vibe. And I think there was one issue. I think it might have been issue 4. So there's a 6-issue mini. Issue 4 was entirely flashback. So it's all this one art style, and they're kind of giving you more backstory, how our characters got to where they're at now. But yeah, I really very much enjoyed it, and we'll get to the bottom, because we want to credit the correct
because
artist. But
it's the trade. So on the first, the only place you get the credits is on that first 3 pages in. Yeah, and it said it had what's his name, Sebastian. Then I saw a colorist or someone else lettering, but I didn't see, and I was like, oh, I didn't see a second credit for an illustrator for, let's say, the flashbacks when because I went through it quick, and I didn't notice pages 1 to whatever, it's this guy, and usually they'll say pages whatever is this guy, or if they have a different name for the story, they'll put this story's done by so and so, and I didn't see that in the credits, unless it's a misprint and they forgot to do it.
But in any case, really well done. You know, like a smooth transition. I like the change in the style for the flashback scenes. So here's early on, you kind of get a look at the domed city, which is really cool. These domed cities. So this is the story takes place in New Reykjavik, I believe is how you pronounce it, which is located in Iceland, and the location is the humanities decided to settle there in their domed city because of the geothermal activity there, right? These cities are powered and heated by all the geothermal activity, and so kind of here this double page splash explains how humanity, they sent up like a bunch of super powerful what do you want to call them, Joe? World engine satellite thrusters that pushed Earth out of its natural orbit. So just really fun, really interesting premise that hooked me right away. I will say, I wish they kept that super dark tone and vibe, because it's really for me more prominent in the first issue. It is. And kind of lost that vibe a little bit
in the second half.
And I would have loved that dark city-ish vibe the whole way through, because that really it lended itself well to the mystery.
When he finds the dead girl, and then like you say, it's got that seedy kind of move in the dark and the shadows to keep under the radar.
Definitely like that seediness, and then this almost an underlying almost sexiness to it, that mystery, that intrigue,
like the red light district kind of,
right? For sure. Here are a couple examples of some interesting panel work, and how they
with the apartment and buildings.
You see him moving along there.
He does that a few times where he shows the building like on the side, and then they're talking. I love that. I love the way they set those pages up like that. It's so
For
cool.
sure, I like it. And even early on in issue 1, there was like a sectional view of Gordo's apartment,
Apartment,
you know,
yeah.
and you see him moving throughout.
Throughout,
So
yeah,
stuff
that's
like that.
cool.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
different techniques, you know, for us to enjoy here, folks. And then even you can see here, I love when he used those kind of psychedelic
Yeah, those
color
pages were
palette.
super nice. Yeah, I like those. He goes back to it a couple times because what's the ghost? What's it
Ghost
called?
Maker or Ghost
Ghost.
Snatcher.
Yeah, yeah. That's like a
Yeah.
drug that you.
And you can see our buddy here, he's kind of taking it in, and then so credit to the writer, to Michael and the creative team. You know, there's a lot of different elements in here that story-wise that they use to kind of lead us, trick us, leading us to believe, because our buddy's having these visions, of the sun, and these dreams, and we're led to believe, hey, you know, it's caused by his drug use, his addiction to this ghost maker drug, as it's called. But it turns out to be something else. I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to find out and read this, because this is cool stuff. But you know, neat stuff to say the least, man. And they're the flashback pages. But
Yeah, the flashback pages. Some of the covers are pretty sick too.
yeah,
Like I love that page where he's sitting. You get the one side; it's all like kind of psychedelic, like almost like his spirit leaving his body or coming back in from the high or whatever. Like
yeah,
almost like it was an out of body experience. His high, and now he's coming back. So he's coming back into his body, back into reality that he wants to escape so badly. You know?
Yeah. So
It's
for
cool.
sure, man, this is a book, folks, gonna keep you on your toes. Really switched it up. There's some, man, I'm trying to say it without even spoiling it. Like, definitely there's some twists. They throw in some things, man, that I did not see coming. And it ends in such a way, Joe, would you agree with me? It wraps up the story very nicely. A lot of the threads are closed, but also absolutely there's a fairly large element that allows the story to, and hopefully continue, that we're going to see some more, because yeah, interesting stuff, to say the least, man. What did you think of that? Are you hoping for more, or that
I
is that
mean,
kind of thread hanging there at the end?
you could definitely explore it a lot further if you wanted to. Or you could just leave it there and it's a satisfactory ending, like you said. But there's a lot of stuff there that you could easily do another full arc easily, and you wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be filler, you wouldn't be stretching for story, like, and it would be a completely different book probably too.
I think so.
It would probably go away from the noir and be more straight sci-fi.
Yeah, I would agree with there, Joe.
Yeah,
I would agree with you there, buddy. Absolutely. I'm hoping, man. So shout out to the creative team. Shout out Michael Ruiz Unger, Sebastian Perez, Gonzalo Ruggieri, Ray Jones, Lauren Norby on letters, and Micah Myers, man. I enjoyed this very much, man. I definitely encourage, recommend people pick it up. The trade paperback dropped this week. It's out now from Sumerian / Behemoth Comics, man. Yeah. That issue 1 in particular was one of the more interesting debut issues I've read this year, man. So.
Yeah, I love seeing artists that I follow on Instagram that I'm not super familiar. I'm more familiar with their Instagram stuff, and then all of a sudden you see them pop up in a comic. You're like, nice, I'm gonna check that out just to, you know.
And an interesting, you know, I didn't realize this book has in some form or another been around for about 6 years. I think the Kickstarter dropped way back in like 2018, 2019 or something, if not older. I think it might have been even older than that. And then it got picked up by Sumerian. So yeah, man. I mean, you know, congratulations. You know, they got picked up, and hopefully we get to see some more. You know, people are.
It's becoming more and more common now too that a lot of these Kickstarters or crowdfunded books are getting picked up by publishers.
Yep. Shout out 2 for a $5, my man. Hello, team. Just getting tuned in after the football. What a game! Ooh, what a game! Me and Joey. I was telling Joey, I said that World Cup final is gonna go down as one of the best in history.
Yeah.
Holy, holy! Just when you thought, maybe one team had it in the bag, then France came back. They tied it up with a few minutes left with a penalty kick, and that was incredible, man. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm glad to see Messi. He finally added that World Cup chip, man, to his resume, and being his final World Cup, man. Can't be mad at that, man. It was a good game. It was a good game for sure. So that was Dark Beach. What else do you want to get into today, my man?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did want to talk on real quick.
Real talk?
Yeah. Crashing, folks.
Real talk.
Real talk. Crashing number 4. I think I've each issue has been in my top 3 each week. It's dropped. This issue kind of solidified for me. This is the best new series, best limited series of the year, and it's kind of not close, man. So good. So this is from IDW. Matthew Klein is the writer, Morgan Beam on art, Triona Farrell on colors, and our buddy Hassan 𝐜𝐸𝐻𝐸, on letters. Our main character, Rose, she's at this point. So I'll give you a brief synopsis. Rose is a doctor. She's a surgeon. She's an addict.
Yeah.
And this is a world in which superheroes exist. There's a push to have a bill passed that would kind of force these superheroes to register. So that's a familiar plotline, storyline.
Yeah.
But really, where the meat and potatoes is Rose and these superheroes and their struggle with addiction. And there's some great mystery to this one. In issue 4, Rose is fully, drowning in her relapse at this point. And there's one of the superheroes. His name is Piper, I believe. So the last issue, it had Rose. You had the villains come to her house. They blew up her place. We don't know what happened to her husband, and the superhero came to rescue her was injured badly, man. So Rose is struggling, man. She's drowning metaphorically and physically, pretty much. And this world, pretty much all hell is broken loose because the bill has passed. People are upset, so there's riots. So at her hospital, there's a massive influx of these patients, and Rose has just OD'd, and she's called into the hospital. She's got to perform somehow. She's got to perform her duties as a surgeon, but she's struggling, man. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And the superhero who saved her, she's got to operate on him, and man, how do I say this without spoiling it? So there's a debate, there's a couple fantastic emotional scenes here. One, you see the guy on the left there. He's kind of like the ward to this injured Piper, who's the one who rescued her. He's like the Batman in this storyline, and Piper's like the Robin, and Piper's got who's a superhero who's also have an addiction, right? And it's discovered now that his addiction is these pills that kind of enhance his superhero powers, right, Joe? So they're there's this great emotional scene where she's kind of like how did you not know that he's taking these pills? You should have known better. You turned a blind eye. You must have known. And he's kind of he's playing naive. I didn't know, man. And now this guy's pretty much on his deathbed. And on the scene on the right, another powerful emotional scene. You got her manager, her coworker, basically saying you can't operate on this kid right now. You're in no shape, you're in no condition. And she's fighting. She's like, nah, I can do it. I can do it. So she kind of forces herself to
To go
perform
through with
to
the
perform this
surgery, yeah.
operation. And that's where I'll leave it at that, folks,
Yeah, the
man.
look on her face there doesn't look very good. Doesn't look too promising.
Wow. I thought issue 3, which actually issue 3 is nominated, folks, for best single issue in the nerdies. This might even be better than
Is
issue
this
3.
a 5? How many issues is this?
So this is the penultimate. This is number 4.
4. So the 5th would be the finale.
I'm sorry?
5 would be the finale then?
5 would be the finale. Yeah, bud.
Okay. So all right.
Guys, you have to check this out, man. Like I know I don't like to constantly repeat myself, but in a sense,
But
I
you
don't
will.
I don't want to bore you guys with the same thing over is what I'm trying to say. But it really is, man, on every level. Hassan elevates the lettering game, matches the tone and this manic, vibe of this book. I love Triona's colors. Morgan Beam, the art style has there's an energy to it, a kinetic energy. It's moving, it's manic, right? It's frantic, right? And then the story wise, just man, shout out to Matthew, man. Super impressed by this, man. Really gets you invested in these characters. Like I said, for me, after issue 4, cemented itself as the best new series of this year. And I hope they stick to landing, because that's the hardest part, Joe? That's the hardest
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to conclude something satisfactorily for all people.
Yeah.
Because you build up expectations, right? So each person's expectations on how the story should go or end may differ.
Mhm.
So, to have a satisfactory ending for everyone is a hard thing to pull off.
So
right? So I don't know.
I got my fingers crossed. But yeah, kudos.
I think it's more about the ride than the
Yeah.
destination, right?
I
So
think so. I think
that's the way
a
to go
very good
into it.
point, Joe. Because a lot of times we focus as consumers of media, what's like the almost the payoff, the finale. Is it going to live up to expectation? Because it's going to be very personal, like you said, for what we want as a reader, as a viewer, or whatever. But a lot to enjoy the journey, man. And this has been an amazing journey. So kudos to IDW who's publishing this, to the whole creative team, man. Crushed it. I love it, man. And I see 2 for a $5 saying I picked up the first 3 issues. It's good stuff, man. Yeah. If you're enjoying it, I think you're going to be blown away by number 4. I can't wait for that final issue. And shout out to the big homie in the house, to the big homie Fulci. Yeah. What's going on, buddy?
I thought he was blocked from this show. I'll pull an Elle line. Dude, isn't he supposed to be blocked? Is it who controls the blocking over here? Like,
and issue 4 was amazing, man. Hey, remember who put you onto this series? Give me my credits, yo.
Hey, this is why Elle never goes on camera, because this is what she looks like. That's why she doesn't like going live.
Oh, oh man. 2 for a $5. Cop it, buddy. Cop it, man. And curious to hear your thoughts, man. Oh man. I love it. Yeah, man. What have you been up to these days, Joey? What's going on in the nerd world, man, that you're digging into? You watching anything, reading? I know we got into a little bit.
We started watching, let's say, shows recently. We finished up The Boys season 3, which we loved. That was great. Like that, it was fun. It was back to form. I think season 2 had its moments, but I think 3 was more solid all around. Then we started watching Evil. I don't know if you've ever seen that, with the dude that plays Luke Cage from the Netflix series.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's a team of 3 people. Like they do supernatural investigations for exorcisms and stuff for the church. You have a science guy, a therapist, and a person of faith that's training to be a priest. And they go and they study a demand for exorcism. So they go in and and determine whether it's a valid request or not. And so it's pretty fun. We've been watching that. It's not bad.
I haven't even heard of that, to be honest.
Pat likes that. It was on network, then it got dropped, and I think now it's on. It might be on Peachtree, I think, or Hulu. So you have to sign up. For us, you have to sign up to Paramount. So I took the free subscription to Paramount because there's what was the movie?
So Smiling. Hulu stuff is through Paramount.
Well, it's because here we have different licensing rights, right? So it's all scattered all over the place, right?
Okay, for this particular
yeah. So we wanted to watch Smiling, and you could watch it for free with Paramount. So I got Paramount, and that was on there. And Pat watched the first season, and she loved it. So I was like, oh, I said, we'll try to watch because I think there's 3 seasons out, and it's scheduled for 4. I don't know if the 4th one is already out, but it's not on the site yet.
Okay.
So after watching Smiling, I can't remember what the name is, but we started watching that, and I managed to watch Jackass Forever. That was on there. So Jackass,
yeah.
So I watched that. That was all right.
That's just crazy, man.
Yeah, I've seen them all, so I might as well watch that too. Yeah, stuff like that.
So JP, and you're feeling evil. Yeah.
And Three Pines. I've been watching that. That's a show that Amazon recorded right in our backyard. It's in a neighboring town, and all the shots, like 90% of is filmed right around where I live. So all the roads in there are roads I often drive every day. So if you go watch Three Pines on Amazon, that's like right in my backyard. That's where I live, man. If you want to see what it looks like where I live, go watch that show, and you'll see all the scenery. I live like in the country, so you'll see what I mean when I say in the country if you go watch that stuff.
I always love that. I always love seeing, your area, the city that you live on TV. Even though at this point, like so many things are shot in Toronto, but I still get a kick out of it. I'm like, oh, I know that street or that little shop or in the background or whatever, right? So look at this guy. This guy's just turning into you, eh? Come on, be nice, bro.
That's Fulci.
Come on, buddy. Yeah. Fulci, we gotta get you on one of these days, homie.
Oh, good luck. He's part of our show and he never shows up.
Never up, eh? What's going on, Fulci? Shenanigans or what? What's going on?
Just work. He doesn't have a fixed schedule for work, so so it's hard to plan things because he doesn't know till like the week of or the day before. So so he can't really commit to much.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Except for being a jerk, that's the only thing he can commit to.
Oh man. Yeah. Hey, so we did a Secret Santa. I was telling you.
Yeah. You mentioned that earlier.
With some fellow Canucks and Canadians. Shout out to those guys. And I got some so my Secret Santa, he went above and beyond. And I'm gonna do a separate video just to kind of show. But I want to show you some. I feel like you'd get a kick out of a lot of this stuff. This is called Blobby Boys. This is printed from Koyama Press. Man, check out. I mean, just like this weird kind of, in the unknown kind of, sounds cool. I got a couple volumes of that. Oh, here's another one. What else did I get that you might? So this is called Battling Boys. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Oh, Paul Pope, yeah.
So I looked into it after. Apparently, this Paul Pope guy is pretty critically acclaimed, right?
Yeah, so, very much so.
Yeah. So excited to dig into that. And again,
well, he did a Batman that people probably know is the Batman 100.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did a book. Yeah, you should go check that out.
Yes. And so look at this, right up my alley. This stuff looks neat. I got this Aftershock Ambassador exclusive variant because they do the Ambassador exclusives, right?
Okay.
So this was neat, and this was really cool because this happens to be probably my favorite single issue all year. So my Secret Santa did his homework. Here's another Aftershock Ambassador exclusive.
Cool.
Which I was after this one too. Maniac on New York was super cool. Yeah, and they dropped the 3rd volume recently. I haven't checked that out yet. Have you read that one, bud?
It's on my poll.
Yeah. It is, right?
But the shop forgot because usually automatically reorder series like that I follow. but he forgot to put it on, so he had to reorder it. But I have it on my pull. It should be. I might have it sitting in the reserve box at the shop. So
really,
yeah, but I've been following it. That's one I enjoyed the second arc, the second story arc more than the first on that one. Like where he's running around that. Was it in the Bronx or Brooklyn?
In the school in Bronx, yeah, in
Bronx. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That one was
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah. That particular series, I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but I think volume 2 was a little more the same.
But I think because it wasn't on a train, it was a little more. It was fun, like classrooms. The kids would lock themselves in. There was a little like, if you're on a train, it's narrow, it's long. There's only so much like one kid gets locked in a locker, hides in a locker. The other one's locked the classroom. So there's much more diverse scenarios you could kind of dig into with the second arc than the first one. I felt was restrained, right? It's a train. People are trapped on it. It's like you can only take it so far with the different scenarios in the storyline. But the second one was cool. Yeah.
Are you familiar with this at all, Joe? Nausicaa of the Valley Wind?
No, I haven't heard of that. Who's on that?
So this is by, it looks Japanese, Hayao Miyazaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But this is an older joint. This is like from the late 80s, but look at the interiors. How cool is that? You know?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to dig into this stuff, man.
Cool. Yeah,
man. I feel like we gotta do some next year, man. You know, it's a fun idea, you know.
I didn't say the first run wasn't good, Fulci. I just said I enjoyed the second one more. And I like them both. And I have the third on my poll, so I don't know what you're trying to pick fights here. Fucking guy.
But you come on live, bro. We'll fight on live.
Guy. Yeah, send him the link. Send him the fucking link. Get him on here.
Yeah. I can't full screen myself. Oh, get out of here, yo.
Fuck. I wish Johnny was here so you could imitate Fulci. Yeah.
Oh, that was great, dude. That had me in stitches, buddy. Yeah. I damn near had tears.
Johnny does a great Fulci. It's awesome.
Oh my god, what's Johnny saying? What's he up to, man?
Johnny, he's probably still in bed.
Yeah, you gotta sleep in on this.
He's a night owl, so
okay.
Yeah. So usually when I get up in the morning is usually when he replies to anything about the show. Yeah. So I'll send him stuff by noon, and then he'll reply by midnight often.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look at what next week, because now we're like in it's the last couple of weeks of the year, you know. And
yeah, I had to get my my orders in for free comic book day. The shop called me up and they're like, "Oh, you didn't write anything for free comic book day." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I had to get my orders in yet." They're like, "Yeah, you have to put them in before the end of the month." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went through all the offerings and got my order in for that.
Free comic book day. When is that?
That's usually in July, June or July, something, maybe
and
August.
They're asking for the orders.
Yeah, in the solicits for previews, you have to. I guess you get them in 6 months in advance or something like that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Why can I? Okay, here we go. Boom. I'm gonna screen share.
That was on Friday night, Fulci, for our Naughty and Nice show. He did you a couple times, actually. It was pretty good.
Oh, I was crying. I think I actually requested it, like randomly. I said, "Yo, one more time." But
we'll have to do a whole Pink Buzz episode where Johnny just does Fulci. Like,
you gotta clip the impression, man.
Yeah, he's done it on more than one occasion. So yeah.
That shit was too much. That shit had me. This guy, bro.
Yeah.
You know. So the end of the year is kind of weird because I feel like books get lost you know, a lot of times, and is that just.
People are busy the holidays. They, yeah.
I'm just checking out what we have coming out next week. Something's Killing the Children is continuing. You know what I am, Joey? I'm trying to get more into a little bit more Big Two, because we don't cover a lot of that stuff on the channel.
Yeah, and us either. But man, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to get into it, man. Unless it's a mini series, I'll do that. On a character or a creative team that I like.
Yeah.
Like Marvel, I picked up the Daniel Warren Johnson's Beta Ray Bill. Like when they come out with stuff like
Great.
that, I'll do that. Sean Gordon Murphy, what's his name?
White Knight.
Does the Batman White Knight? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Murphy, I'll do his White Knight. You know,
I
stuff like
recently
that.
I checked out Chip Zdarsky's Batman run. Actually, myself and Marcolin and Charles Dragon Ranger,
Yeah.
we recorded a review for the first arc. Folks, keep your eyes peeled. That'll drop probably maybe Monday or Tuesday. Oh, is Fulci out of here? Okay, buddy.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Hey,
speaking
man,
of Batman,
Fulci.
Fulci's not a Batman fan, and he's actually reading the Batman books now.
Fulci?
Yeah, he's reading Rom V's and he's reading Chips, and he's actually enjoying them. And he is like usually not a big Batman fan, so he's like actually reading 3 Batman books right now, I think he said. So that says something. That says something.
Yeah, I mean, Batman's, we got Rom on Detective and Chip on the regular Batman, but it's been great, man. So we're trying to cover a little bit more D. Even like Marvel, I want to get into the
I've been having a hard time
Ghost
with
Rider
Marvel
run that I'm hearing good things about.
That's, I think, the only Marvel book I still have on my pull is Ghost Rider, but only because it's nostalgia. I just loved it as a kid, and that's the only reason why anytime Ghost Rider, especially the bike with the flaming skull, I'll put that on my pull just for the,
Ruben Gomez saying, I'd like to have a discussion on Rom's Detective Run. Okay, I'm going to slide into the DMs afterwards because, Ruben, we're going to record with Charles and Marcolin a review on the Detective Run. So if you want to hop on, man.
Actually, Green Hell's coming back. They resolicited that now, so they're bringing that back.
Yes.
That was a great first issue. With an amazing reveal at the end. So I'm happy that's coming back. Mankey's health is back.
Yes.
Yeah, that got postponed because Doug Mankey had health issues. Yeah. But now it's back and they resolicited it. So they're putting out the second printing. Yeah. They're reprinting the first issue, and I think January. I think it's coming back in January. The first issue is going to be re-released in January, and then the next 2 issues will follow after.
Yes, and I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. I had the opportunity to
talk with Lemire.
To talk to Lemire. Went to a signing. He signed the first print of that. So hold on to that first print of the In Hell book, because I feel like that'll go up in value, folks. But in any case, he was pretty. I was surprised he was forthcoming. He said, "Yeah, his health issues and and it got to me thinking, because there was a lot of people like just complaining and what the hell's going on, and really getting upset, and going attacking these creators. And I'm like, guys, you don't
see. I wasn't attacking the creators. I was just like, just let me know what's going on. Is it canceled? Is it postponed because of health? Like, just let us know, because they would reschedule it. Then because it didn't get released. Then they said August. Then that didn't happen, and it was like dark. They didn't really like say anything. So is it canceled? Did something happen to one of the creators where they had to stop working on it? Like, it went dark. Like, at least, like, let's say Radio Apocalypse. They came out and said the book is indefinitely postponed. Yeah. And we're not sure when it's going to start up again. At least you're not leaving people in the dark to wonder what the hell's going on. Like, people were asking questions and no one had answers. So I could see how people would be like, well, just let us know, transparency. That's all.
So thankfully, yes, it was Ruben was the artist. Excuse me, Doug Mankey. So his health is on the rebound. So thankful for that. And yeah, man, we're lucky enough. Like Joey said, they're reprinting issue 1, and excuse me, and the other because I only think it's a 3-issue mini. I think.
3 issues exactly.
The other 2 are on the way, man. So.
Yeah. Man, I would have loved if they would have just been like, fuck it, let's do a hardcover straight up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Oh, I would have been down with that. Fuck the singles. Pick the floppies, screw it, man. Just give me straight up the whole story, all 3 issues in a hardcover.
Oh, do you like Batman? That's why you weren't invited to that one. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes Batman. Doesn't she get all... Well, no, it's Bruce Wayne she likes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Topless,
I didn't
shirtless,
invite her. I didn't invite her
shirtless,
to the recording because she hasn't invited me on Tea Room yet. So I said, no, okay, you're gonna
shirtless,
be petty?
shirtless Batman is
Shirtless Batman.
Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Tea Room, 2 episodes out now. That's
Folks, go
Elle
check
and
it out.
Film Noir, man. That's
Mhm.
their little side project where they talk shit about everyone. And no,
Exactly.
I'm just kidding. Hey,
Really
block.
like
I
that.
tried to share their post and it was like private. I was like, I can't even help you promote your own show, and I don't know. So
What was
maybe
going on?
put me in that green circle so I can I don't know.
Oh, I
Because I
see.
tried to share like their post so that more people could see it to go see the show, and it was like private. You can't share it. So
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
weird. Okay. Have you been reading either Eve or Breakout, Joe?
Breakout. Which one is Breakout?
Breakout is from Zach Kaplan.
No, I don't think I have that on my poll. Like I said, I've trimmed my poll down. Like
Yeah.
I only get maybe 1 or 2 issues from each publisher now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This has
Oh,
been
that's a
fun.
dark horse. Okay.
Dark Horse. Yeah. Yeah. Zach Kaplan, sci-fi master. Yeah. This one has been a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Interesting premise. I feel like you'd get a kick out of that one. And then Eve is back. So yeah, I mean,
Eve, that's the one with the teddy bear.
yeah.
Okay.
With the talking teddy bear. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been cool. And that got optioned. That's been
Did
picked
it?
up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The writer, oh man, apologies. His name eludes me right now, but he basically confirmed that it's Victor Laval. Victor Laval. So yeah, man, it's another great series, man. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Folks who are watching at home, what do you guys
I know
reading these
Firstborn.
days?
I have that. Those are the same creators that did Heavy Metal Drummer. They did it. They have a new series out called Firstborn, and that issue 1 just came out last week, I believe. So I have that waiting for me at the shop. Another
The same
Sumerian.
guys who are doing Heavy Metal Drummer, you said?
Yeah, same ones that do Heavy Metal Drummer.
Okay.
I believe it's put out by the same publisher, Sumerian, as well. So yeah, that one's out. I can't wait to read that one and see if it's as crazy as the Heavy Metal Drummer.
Okay. Hey, where's my invite for this one? What's going on? I don't understand. She's complaining about she's not on the Batman reviews, but I'm not getting no invites. Wow. It's like that, eh? Unreal, man. Yeah, I still have to. I know you've been pushing Heavy Metal Drummer hard, and I flipped through, and it does look 100% like something I'd be into. Just
because you like the Frankenrocker, and it has a little bit of the same vibes, like a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got that kind of indie, kind of wacky, a little bit, out there kind of story, over the top. Yeah.
I gotta check it out. Hopefully over the break, man. And I want to remind folks, January the 15th is our second annual Nerdy's Comic Book Awards, man. Voting, folks, is open now. Actually, let me see if I can get the link.
Yeah, I went and voted yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I filled out my ballot yesterday.
Did you do a lot of write-ins or
1 or 2? I think I did 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. One I wrote in, I had to specify my pick, why I picked one. Because I picked one of yours, but I wrote it in why. The Machecho, the artist for Daredevil?
Marco Cicchetto?
Cicchetto. Yeah, I just picked him because of his profile pic, the headshot you guys used. I just did it because it was a badass headshot. I was like, I'm voting for him just because, he looks like a fucking Colombian drug lord or something like that, man. Like the messy hair with the 5 o'clock shadow with the glasses. Looks like he's ready to.
I'm gonna try to recreate the pic now. He had the angle. It was a cool pic.
It was a mean looking pic, man. It didn't look like a guy you wanted to mess with.
No. That's why I picked that. I said I have to include that. I gotta make this guy look good. He looks
he looks badass, man. So I just picked him just because of that.
Shout out Marco Cicchetto, man. Yeah, an all-timer of a headshot, man. Voted.
That's a good headshot.
Saying he voted. So folks, for those who are not familiar, the Nerdies are comic book awards. We had our nomination show last week. You can check it out on the channel. We got best ongoing series, cover art for the years, things like that. And we really try to incorporate the community as much as possible. So in each category, you guys have the option of writing in a fifth finalist, right? So you guys are deciding this, and then there's two categories. One is the best crowdfunded / self-published, and the other is, we call it the fan favorite, where you guys are voting. You guys write in all 5 of the finalists, all 5 of the nominees, and we've been getting some cool write-ins.
I think the only 2 I wrote in was a heavy metal drummer and Above Snakes were the 2 write-ins I did.
Yeah, there's been a lot of love for Above Snakes. What was the other one you said, bud?
Heavy metal drummer. Yeah.
Heavy metal drummer. Yeah. That one too.
Yeah, and I think no, actually, I did another one. I did Maria Wolf for cover artist.
Okay.
Because she's my favorite. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot. I did three writings. 4 with
one of the finalists last year. Yeah.
4 with the headshot. But it's actually one of your picks. But I just So
okay.
4 write-ins. So yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So they have till the 22nd, right, Serge, to get their ballots in?
They do. They have until the 22nd at midnight, guys. Yeah. So vote, man, and then I'm gonna announce a giveaway for the nerdies soon. We're working on trying to get some dope creators to come through. I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted by what's going on in the live chats. Man, Ruben, is Elle bullying you from the live chats now? So she does it on live, and now it's from the chats. Wow.
I like Cookie. Cookie objectifies all day long. I like that. That's good, man. Part of the gutter gang there. Yeah, let's objectify. As long as it's done respectfully. I mean, what's wrong with that?
That's funny,
right?
For the fan favorite, Ruben, is basically, it's the best of the rest is how we're kind of pushing it. So maybe like you want to think of it like an underrated category, titles, creators that we couldn't fit into the others. So something like heavy metal drummer, something like Frankenrocker, yeah, man. Lovesick. So because we had
only 2 issues out, but I mean it still counts, right?
That's why
it had to be by the 21st, right? December 21st till December 21st.
Yeah, we tried to make it fair. We didn't. So we said in order to be like nominated for best new series or something, you had to have released like a minimum of 3 issues, right? So
Lovesick, will they make the cut?
Qualify.
Yeah, they because the 3rd issue is going to come out at the end of December, right?
Yeah, I think at the end
after or beginning January,
something like that. So that's your opportunity, folks, to vote in something like Lovesick, and absolutely, they've been getting a lot of votes. Not surprising, man. So yeah, man. So voting closes on Thursday at midnight, folks, man. Soon. We got a couple more days. Yeah, and then we're gonna get some more community participation in the nerdies for sure, man. Looking forward to that one. So January 15th, folks. January 15th.
Gutter Queen.
Live at 11 a.m. Working on Gutter Queen merch.
I could dress up if you want with a wig and put lipstick on and stuff.
We got to open up a tea public. Yeah, that Queefarito quote has got to come up with some kind of a design or a slogan or a logo. That's an all-timer. Yeah. Yeah. And Juanito, I haven't forgotten about you. We're gonna get you involved in the nerdies, bro. I'll shoot you a DM after the show.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
No copper drop?
Oh, you know what? So for copper drop, I said, you know what? I think we're gonna
hold off till next week.
We're gonna hold off until the new year now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold off until the new year because, like we were saying, is that time of the year is just weird, and we got some things planned.
Yeah. Are you guys? What's your plans for the holidays? You still doing the shows? You taking a break? What's going on?
No. So that's kind of what we've been mulling over and debating, Joe. Maybe you can chime in here with your thoughts. So the House of Nerd is well over a year and a half now,
Mm-hmm.
and has not missed a single
Episode. Yeah, I
Sunday.
know.
Not a
Yeah.
single Sunday.
And
This
Christmas
year,
falls on Sunday this year, so that's a big one.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Christmas and New Year's.
You have
fall.
kids. Elle has kids, family. I mean, those are important dates for people with families.
Absolutely. So what I think we're gonna do, and this is just more so at this point, it's like a pride thing, just to say that we have gone
The streak going, yeah.
keep
The
the
Iron
streak
Man
going.
streak. Yeah, the
I
Iron
think
Man
what we're
streak,
gonna
right?
do, folks, and we know people are busy with their fans, so I think what we're gonna do, we might go live at like in the evening time, 8 or 9, even just for a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes, just to say hello to everybody, hang
So
out.
technically, the streak is alive.
So technically, we're gonna keep the streak alive. Yes. So next Sunday, it is the 25th. It is Christmas Day. But I think
do a special like nighttime thing where, because you guys go on in the mornings all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So you could go on like after your Christmas hangover, man. Like after you've eaten too much food and everything, and you guys will be all dopey. It might be a fun show.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan, Joe. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll go on in the evening. So for those folks who, are able to hop in, we know there'll probably only be a couple of y'all, but we said we gotta keep the streak going, baby. We gotta keep the streak alive.
See, we did a Christmas Day episode last year, right? Or was it Christmas Eve? Was it Christmas Day or Christmas? No, we did Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Late though. We did it late, so like you could do all your family stuff. We did that last year, but this year we're taking the 2 weeks off for Christmas.
Oh, you are, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so fun. I told Elle, I said, Elle, listen, I fully understand. I said, this is what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna go live in the evening. Spend time with your family. I don't expect you to come through. But she's so petty. She's so competitive. She's like, nah,
She's competitive, yeah. Then wonder why
her
kid's super competitive with her drawing and everything.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna destroy them. Where do you think she gets it from?
Yeah.
She gets it from her mother.
The dedication cookie. So yeah, I mean, so for those folks who are able to, come in for a few minutes. Like I said, we probably won't go live that long, but we got to keep the streak alive, man.
Yeah. I was wondering. I was wondering about that because I knew it fell on Sunday this year. I was like, oh, that'll be.
Juanito with a great idea. Yeah, maybe we just put that. You guys can have us like the fireplace.
Instead of logs, it's like a fire around the House of Nerds, and just the House of Nerds logo with the fire kind of crackling.
My man Juanito, I think you got something there, buddy. I think you got something there. We might, hey, and then technically, that how funny will that be? We'll just have something on loop on live, and I just peek in every once in a while, see if anybody's actually. Hey, what do you guys think of my new? I got my Ambrose Rattlers, the That Texas Blood Boys.
Oh, okay.
This is like an in-universe.
Nice. Yeah, it's got the baseball jersey type style there.
Like
the baseball long sleeve. Yeah, 3/4 sleeve. Yeah.
I've been giving the Chris and Jacob a hard time for like a couple years. And I said, you guys got to get the baseball tees on your merch store, and they put it up, and I ordered the first day, and it came in like 2 days later, man, super quick. They threw it up again. So I'm super happy with this. I mean, I'll be honest, it was pricey, man. This Joe with shipping, this came out to, I don't want to. I'm almost
$80 with the exchange and everything, probably.
Well, with exchange and shipping, it came out to over $60, man.
Yeah.
And it's a T-shirt.
But
I had to have it. This was my I said this will be.
I know,
myself, man.
Like
but I love the guys, and I gotta support him. So
yeah, sometimes I see like a vinyl or something.
Yeah.
Like a re-release that's only put out like exclusives, and I'm like, fuck.
Okay.
And then it's like, $25 for the vinyl, $25 for shipping, $50. So with the exchange, you're looking at $70, almost $80. It's like it hurts.
Currency and shipping, and then with envy, I see our American friends posting, you know, they got this and that price. And
Free shipping. They get so many stores give free shipping within the US. It's crazy. We're in Canada, it's always like spend 50, spend 100 for free shipping. It's rare. In Canada, we don't have too many stores that give you just straight up free shipping. It's always like spend, and it's rare that it's 50. It's usually 100 or more free shipping. Then it's like, ugh.
I've never seen it lower than 50, and usually it is like 100.
100. Yeah.
We get hit hard, man. We get hit hard up here. And yes, Tara, I did see the RQK, the Red Queen Killer hoodie out there. It looks so. I wanted it, but again, it was a price thing for me, man. Like with the exchange and the shipping, man. I said I dropped $60 on a t-shirt. That would have, like, you know. But it is a nice hoodie. I gotta get a hoodie. Yeah, it is, right? I mean, it's nice. It's comfortable. You know, I needed it, man. There you go. Show my titties online.
Yeah, fuck. Mine got hurt yesterday. Stupid fucking kitten.
Yeah?
She likes to lay on my chest when I'm reading in bed, like at night on the tablet, the light. Sometimes I play games, so she comes and watches, or if I'm reading, she likes to watch what I'm doing. So she lays right on my chest. And something spooked her last night, so she jumped. So her claw went right into my nipple, slashed right in the middle across my nipple. And then she landed on my face and jumped off my face. So she dug her claws right into my face. I
didn't even know you had a cat.
Yeah.
You're a cat guy, eh? For whatever reason, I pegged you as a dog guy.
We have dogs. The cats we have are just people that abandon them. So.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah. Wow. See, we found homes for the mom and the other kitten, but I guess when people don't like black cats, because when I went to the vet to get her shots, that's what the vet told us. She's like, yeah, it's always black cats that get abandoned. Yeah. So
hey, I don't know why I didn't. It's true. This is the first post all Canadian episode, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the House of Canadian Nerd.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I'm thinking of it. Yeah.
Because we're gonna, and I like it.
Well, no,
we gotta do more of these, man.
That's true. Elle's never missed an episode.
No, we gotta do more of these.
Yeah.
Who else can we get on all Canadian? Who else we got?
Adrian. You got Adrian that'd probably come on if you invited him.
Adrian for sure.
Yeah.
Who else? I know there's a bunch of Canucks out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who else that you guys have connections?
I'm missing an obvious one. But yeah.
I know Everett's been on your show before.
Yeah. You know what the House and Nerd community can do? There's so many people from Texas. You can have like an all Texas episode.
Yeah,
Ruben can host one day.
There is a lot.
Day off. Ruben, Elle, Jen.
Carlos, is that his name? Carlo from the Nerd Room. You're buddies with him.
Oh, Carlos is the Canadian. Yeah.
There
you go. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah. Can invite Ed Brisson, good old Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh shit. So the cat had its way with you, eh? Used and abused you.
I don't know what spooked it, but she's an outdoor cat, right? A wild cat, so she's getting used to being comfortable. So a weird noise or something, she gets spooked and just freaks out.
Yeah. I'm not even playing, guys. Why not? Do it in an all Texas episode. You and Juanito can just, take the reins on that one. Have some fun, man.
Mel's from Texas.
Mel, she's got podcasting, YouTubing experience. So, hey, might have to put something together in the New Year's. Do something different, man. Because you gotta keep it fresh. You're trying to, we don't want to. Gotta keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
What would you guys call it though? You need a catchy name, a catchy hook. You gotta sell it, folks.
Maybe they play off that Texas blood, but
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, lots of Texans. I'm always like, everybody's from Texas. What's going on? Lots of comic fans out there, yeah.
That Texas episode, yeah.
That Texas episode. What do you think, folks? You guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? We'll put it together. I think that'll be fun, man. I would tune in absolutely to see Juan and Ruben just wreak havoc in the house. The parents are away, folks. We're throwing a house jam.
Yeah, that's
No?
it. Just just let it go, man. Just let's throw caution to the wind and just see what they come up
Exactly.
with.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got your 50th plan in the new year, you were saying, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna send
You don't
some
get it?
DMs out to people and see if they're interested in participating. And Johnny and I are gonna run through a list of our favorite moments. Fulci too, and the fuck. I'm supposed to have that turned off. Yeah, I don't know. Phone call came in. It's supposed to be blocked, but I guess it didn't work. Yeah. So Johnny and I are going to go through our favorite moments with Fulci, and we're going to take clips out and play those, and then we'll have people like maybe anyone has any moments that they remember that they thought were great, then we'll clip those out and we'll do like a best of kind of episode where we just take our favorite moments from the first 50 and then just hang out with people and shoot the shit. Yeah.
You see? So Joe, I'm gonna tell you a little behind the scenes House of Nerd. We were supposed to do something very similar on our anniversary episode.
Yeah.
Well, Elle, that was up. Elle was supposed to. If I'm being, Elle was tasked. She volunteered to put together the clips. A montage, if you will.
Yeah.
Did we ever get it? No, not so much. Can't say.
It's a lot of fucking work, though.
Yeah. Constantly
because
laying this down.
Yeah, it's because you remember the moments, but you don't remember exactly like the timestamp. Yeah. So fuck, like just to find that it was the devil to put in one of our other episodes. I was like, was it in the middle? Was it in the end? I had to rewatch the whole goddamn episode.
She had months to do it, and I'm still waiting on it. Figure drawing saying he was born in McAllen, Texas. I live in
Well, maybe the way Elle looks at it, she doesn't care about the actual your 50th episode. She cares more about her 50th episode.
Yeah. Oh, we went through her 50th too. Still nothing.
Oh, she's been on for a full 50 now?
Oh yeah, bro. Full year.
Okay.
She's like pushing 60 now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool.
That's much like her age in real life.
Yeah.
I should laugh. That's everybody. She's like,
I should laugh because I shouldn't laugh because look, I'm getting there.
Oh, I got one or two comments starting to come. Oh my god!
Trust me, once they start coming, they come fast. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
You look at a picture from yourself, like take a picture now, and then take another picture, and a year from now, you'll be like, God damn it!
It's crazy. It's a trip, eh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I mean, I've been enjoying my 40s, so I can't complain. It's been a blast. Oh yeah, 40s been great. 40s have been awesome. I'm 45 now, and the last 5 years have been pretty goddamn awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, are you gonna? We talked about you were thinking about coming through Toronto for TCAF
next year. Yeah, that's usually in what, August or June?
Well, no. TCAF is in springtime, so I want to say April-ish.
Okay. Yeah. I'd be interested in checking that out. Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you after.
That's all comics. That's no celebrities. So that's like right up my alley.
Exactly. It's all comics guys.
Yeah.
All comics guys.
None of these like third-rate actors that are showing up that we're on a third-rate show. It just takes
away and it brings
exactly.
I don't want to say wrong kind of crowd, but different kind of crowd.
Yeah, you could say wrong kind of crowd. The fucking shitty fans that go on Twitter and bitch and complain all the time about everything. Yeah, you could say the wrong kind of fans.
After we're not live. A couple birdies told me that some creators are planning to make it to Toronto.
TCAF?
TCAF, yeah.
Because you don't call it it's not Comic-Con anymore. It's Fan Expo now, in Toronto.
Well, we've got TCAF, which is the Toronto Comics Art Festival. It's heavily focused on actual comic creators.
Yeah, we have the same thing in Montreal as well.
And then we've got the Comic-Con in March. It's like
so there is a Comic-Con. Then there's a Fan Expo as well.
And then there's the big Fan Expo in August.
Okay. Yeah. So Fan Expo is bigger than the Comic-Con then.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much larger. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, Cookie. April. I know. You're not too far from the border. right? You're up in the
Oh,
New York area. Come through,
yeah,
TCAF.
man. Fucking do a gutter gang.
You know,
Get fucking go pick up Norton. Actually, he doesn't live too far
absolutely.
from me, so he could drive up to me, and he could get in with me, and we could drive to Toronto.
Juanito too. I want all, you know, anybody come through TCAF, man. You know, like I said, it's actually focused on comic creators, and that's it. And I know, you know, a couple little birdies that told me they're planning on coming to TCAF, some dope creators, man. So,
Mm,
you know, if you guys can ever make it, man, you know,
yeah,
for
cool.
sure.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Mm,
Debauchery, man. Somebody's not
awesome.
making it back home in one piece. I'll say that much. I'll say that much, man.
It won't be me. It won't be me because I don't party like I used to. So
Yeah. Oh
my body
man.
can't handle it anymore. I can't handle 3-4 day hangovers anymore. It's too much.
It's crazy, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy how that happens. I was thinking
yeah.
about it the other day. I said, I could do the whole night and you know, drinking and
Yeah.
anything else, and I wouldn't bat an eye the next day. Like I wouldn't skip a beat, you know, I'd be all right. But
Hmm. Yeah,
now
Cookie man. Imagine with the exchange rate, you could make out like a bandit.
oh, for
Those
sure.
American dollars, man. Those American dollars. You can stretch that so far here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think any of the American folks, they'll be laughing, man. You
Yeah.
know, with the exchange rate, they'll
Yeah.
come back home with a whole suitcase full of, you know,
Yeah.
books and neat
Goodies.
stuff, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah, make it up, Cookie,
So April.
Juanito,
April.
everybody except Elle.
Yeah.
No, not Elle, no, not Elle.
Man, no, I would love to see Elle.
No,
Yeah.
she'd be stuck at customs trying to, you know. Anyway, nah, make it through everybody. It'd be so dope, honestly, to
It
hang
would
out.
be
You know what
a
I mean?
huge, like, just community
Right?
hangout, man.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. You came through a couple years ago. We got to have a few drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. We went to Niagara Falls, so we drove back up to
Mhm,
Toronto for a bit to hang out for an afternoon. Yeah, checked out the big comic shop, Gotham.
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was impressive, that store.
it's huge. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of books there.
Mm.
And then who else have I met from the community? I'm forgetting an obvious. Not Carlos. Oh my God, my buddy from Peru, Oscar. Oscar, I'm
Oscar?
so sorry,
Yeah, you
bro.
posted some pictures. Yeah.
He was actually here just last week. I hung out with
Mhm.
him for a little bit. We got some stuff cooking, folks. You know, a little bit of tease, but we're trying to really grow not only the channel, but we're trying to do some things, man. With the House of Nerd. Hopefully, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but if these things go through, it'd be pretty friggin' cool, man. So yeah, you know, keep an eye out for that. Hopefully, you know, first quarter of the new year, man. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Cool.
it would be great to hang out with. You know, like I said, I think Juan is a trip, man. I love this guy, bro. You know, Norden, Cookie, everybody, man. Come through, guys. One day, man. Make it happen. Toronto's not too far from the border.
It's
Even
pretty
you know what
close, actually.
you know what I definitely plan to travel to the States is for the World Cup in 3.5 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Go to New
Where is
York.
it? Where is it being held?
It's actually split between Canada, Mexico, and the States.
Oh, they're gonna do the like Can-Am type
Yeah.
deal. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know, travel to New York, go catch a game there, maybe Chicago as well too, you know. So
Nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And
Oh,
absolutely, Juan, we will have an axe throwing challenge. We
oh
will
yeah.
have
That's pretty popular. There's a lot of places now that have that, like little axe throwing
it's pretty cool.
joints. Yeah.
I'm such an a while back Juan posted a video of him throwing the axe and he did all right, but you know me, I had to chime in and I
Yeah.
posted a video of me hitting a bullseye on with the axe throwing thingy. So yeah, man, it'll
Yeah.
be fun. NYCC, I've always wanted to go there. Yeah, I think San Diego would be too much, but NYCC feels like it's a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think Cookie and Dean go almost every year.
I think Juan was with them there.
Juan went this year. Yeah,
Mhm.
Juan made the trip this year. Met up with them, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That must have been a trip.
yeah, and Tara too. I can't forget our dear Tara, man.
Delaware. So she,
Not that far.
it's a little further, but yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
I think from the border, she was telling me is like maybe
8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. Yeah.
From the Canadian border. No, that close.
Yeah, she's about that close. I'd say about 8 hours.
Oh, on the
And
Quebec side, I guess. Eh?
yeah, because she doesn't have. It's closer.
Yeah.
Because she's just south of us, so it's 8 hours. Like if I drove to go see her, it'd be 8 hour drive.
Gotcha, bud. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad, man. I always forget. Yeah, you guys got that whole border.
East Coast, all on the East Coast. Yeah, exactly. Like Boston, I can do in 3. New York, I can do in 6.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I got to go renew my passport and shit. Because there's a lot of bands coming through Boston. And for me to go to Boston or Quebec City, it's about the same distance. So, yeah.
So that makes sense in terms of the rivalry between Boston
and Montreal.
It's a regional thing too. Not only strictly the teams, but you're close enough that there is that. Oh man, I didn't realize Montreal area was that close to like NY.
Oh yeah.
Because for us, we got to drive like a good. It's about a solid 9 hours to New York, and that's like driving like steady, like 120 clicks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, Cookie's saying she's not driving; she's taking the flight.
Oh, look at her!
Yeah.
Looking diva there is going to take a flight, man.
Yeah.
No, depending. Well, flights are super cheap right now. Like if you shop, I could get a flight to Florida for like $100.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah,
that's dirt cheap, bro.
Because I just have to cross the border to Burlington or Albany. So I just take a flight from the state, just on the other side of the border, because I'm only 10 minutes from the border. Yeah. So I could, if you shop around, I could get flights almost anywhere in the States for like $100.
That's insane.
Yeah, instead of driving to Montreal to take a flight from there, and then you're looking at like triple, quadruple the price, right? Yeah. So
that's wild. No, see, from Buffalo, I'm a good 3.5 hours, 3 hours, depending. 3 hours, I'd say. Because to Niagara is a good,
it's 6 hours, 6.5, maybe 7, depending on traffic, depending on when you leave. Yeah.
I'm getting excited now. We gotta plan something together. Yeah, shit, man. Okay. Hey, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. On this Sunday afternoon. Like I said, I think next Sunday we know it's Christmas Day, but we gotta keep the streak alive, baby. So we're thinking, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., little evening Christmas Day stream for you guys just to come say hello. Feel free to stop by. We know folks are busy with their families and stuff though. And thanks folks for hanging out with us each and every Sunday, man. We appreciate you guys. We have fun with you, man. Yeah. And Joey, thank you, buddy, for coming through and hanging out, man.
Always a pleasure. It's always fun, man. Always fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, but it's
Elle,
been a while,
man. Yeah, it has been a little while, but you did come on our show twice since. So yeah, so we still hang out, even though it's not on the House of Nerd. It's cool.
We got
social media is there
wait
too.
Another year to get you back on again, because I think the last time was when we had Chip's.
I believe I came on after and did an episode with Elle and Ruben once.
Oh, okay. There you go. I wasn't. I think this Sunday off.
And I came actually on when you had one of your open houses, not the last one, the one before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah. So
you've been on a couple of times.
Also, don't forget to go check out the Tea Room with Elle and Tara.
Absolutely.
Go check that out. And if anyone's interested, you can come watch the Pink Buzz on Friday nights.
That was fun. That was fun.
A little long, I agree. Like for me, I told Johnny, I try to keep. Like I told Johnny, 2 hours is like my max. I like to keep it to an hour and a half, 2 max.
Yep.
So, but anyway, we're learning as we go, right? Trying to manage things time wise. It's not always obvious.
Yeah. But at least to be in the panel, it didn't feel like 4 hours. So that was cool. Yeah.
Well, when I had to take a leak at the 2.5 hour mark, it started to feel long to me.
For sure. I've been there, man. I've been there. Joey, you know you're welcome back anytime, buddy, and we're gonna get you back on soon, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Thanks for coming through. Thanks, folks. Let me hit that outro for you. There we go. We're back next Sunday, Christmas Day, special evening stream. We're gonna figure it out, man. Don't forget to vote for the Nerdies, folks, January 15th. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you, dope community. See you next week, folks.
Have a great holiday.